Hi guys, Olive here. Here today to talk about some changes that are going to be happening here on my channel. I'm not quitting. I'll say that right away so that no one gets the wrong idea. I am, however, going to be taking a pretty large step back. I'm guessing some of you may have sensed this was coming, what with wrapping up Nonfiction November late last year and then just my general outlook lately. This is something I've been needing to do for quite some time. I've been working my way up to the point of being able to do it. I've needed to prepare myself mentally for it because it's going to be a pretty big change in my life. I've spent the last 10 years now posting very regularly to this channel, slightly less regularly over the past year or so since I've been getting busier and busier, but I am definitely now at the point where I can no longer commit to posting regular content on this channel. And the main culprit behind that is my schedule. I've just got a lot of different things going on right now. And also, I'm guessing some of you may have noticed this as well, but I'm just in a very different phase of my life now. I've been making a lot of changes over the past few years, not just the main one you see visually. There have been other changes as well. As positive as all of those changes have been, and they really have been, I feel better than I ever have before. I feel like I'm in the prime of my life right now. All of those other things do also require a time commitment. So if I'm spending more time in the gym, just for instance, that inherently means I have less time for reading and for filming. And continuing on with my regular posting on this channel as if I don't have those extra demands on my time, it has burned me out quite a bit. I have also noticed, and it's only become more true every year, that I just feel less and less of a desire to be online, whether that's consuming content, creating content, being any sort of a public figure. I'm just feeling more and more of a pull toward things in the real worlds, connecting with people, being involved in my community. Real life matters, focusing on my future, those types of things. I also have a lot of other interests. You can probably tell from the books I read, many different things interest me. And frankly, there's a lot more I want to do with my life than just solely make YouTube videos. I love making them, but they are incredibly time consuming. And if I'm committed to posting regularly, that means I have to sacrifice other things I want to do to make time for making these videos. For the past 10 years, I was happy to do that because this channel does mean a lot to me and I actually do enjoy it. But maybe it's just symptomatic of getting older, but I've definitely come to the realization that I don't have all the time in the world to do all the things I want to do. And if I'm going to do even a fraction of the things that I would like to do, I need more of my time back. I say all of that, but then at the exact same time, I do really love making these videos. There was a brief period of time in which I considered what it might feel like to walk away from this channel. I kind of put myself in that hypothetical scenario to see what my reaction to that would be, and it made me way too sad. Like, it absolutely broke my heart, the thought of losing all of this. So I don't want to do that. So I'm not disappearing. I'm just going to be posting a lot more sporadically. I'm no longer committing myself to any sort of regular schedule or regular type of content that you always expect to see from me. It's going to be more like I post what I feel like making, when I feel like making it, when I have the time to make it. So there may be periods of the year when I'm posting more, when I'm reading more, I have more time, I feel like I have more to say. Probably toward the end of the year when things start to slow down, you might see a little more of me. But then there are probably also going to be long stretches of time when I'm not posting much at all. And it's just going to depend on what I've got going on. I suppose there is always the chance that I may start posting regularly again. I think that's unlikely given how busy my life currently is, how much busier I predict it's going to become. But should I ever decide to make that change, I will let you know. I don't know exactly what my posting cadence is going to look like going forward. I'm going to figure it out as I go along, but I suspect it's going to be something along the lines of the occasional reading wrap up where I drop in and update you on all the books I've read since the last check-in. And then also I'll probably make the occasional video on a book that I'm really excited about. Like if I read one book that I want to scream about from the rooftops, I will probably find the time to come on the channel and talk about that. And then I'm also guessing I may make the occasional longer form video, ones that are a little bit more research intensive. They require a little bit more time and effort before I film them and then after I film them with all the editing, kind of like the Barnes & Noble video I made around this time last year. I have so many of those videos that I've wanted to make, but it has been impossible to find the time to commit to them when I have all the other things going on in my life, plus I'm also pumping out regular content. So I probably won't announce that one of those is coming. I'll probably just put it up when it's ready. I also don't know exactly when my next video is going to be up. I wish I could give you an exact date, but I do know that right now I just need to focus on taking some space and snapping out of this mental cycle that I've had going in my brain for far too long. It's just this loop. What's my next video going to be? What am I going to say in it? When am I going to have time to film it? It's just this hamster wheel. It's like the song that never ends. And I just need some time to mentally defrag. I imagine that'll probably take about a month. And then sometime after that, I'll start posting here and there. Sunday will probably still be my upload date, but I also may just post a video when it's ready, especially if it's been a while since my last video. So, as much as I have never liked to ask people to do the YouTube-y things, because I feel like you're your own person, you know what you want to do, you know how you want to interact with the content you consume, I will make an exception just this one time. Because my videos might get lost in your feed, they're going to be there a lot less regularly, and you might not know when to expect one. The best way to find out when I've uploaded is to turn on notifications. You go to the subscribe button, there's a little bell there, there's a drop down, set notifications to all, which means that you will get a notification whenever I have a new video up. I don't mean to make this change sound like a really big deal. I understand that I am just a book YouTuber who's pulling back a little bit. Like, it's not anything super profound here. But it is going to be a big change for me after years of pouring lots of time, love, effort into this channel. And as much as people make fun of parasocial relationships, I have found, even just as a YouTube viewer, that those often aren't in the ultra fan or stan sense. It's just that people come to mean something to you. You're consuming their content on a weekly basis. Their presence in your life on a regular basis comes to mean something to you, even if you don't interact with that person. I consume content. I'm a big time lurker, and I can tell you that I feel that way about many content creators that I watch. Like, they mean something to me. I care about them. And as weird as it is for me to see myself on the other side of that relationship, I suspect there may be some of you out there who feel that way about me. If you do, thank you. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life for all of these years. And I wanted to respect that bond, that relationship, the space that people have made in their hearts for me by not just disappearing, not just making this kind of a change without letting you know. This is a very deliberate shift. It's one I've thought about for a very long time, one I've been needing to do for quite some time, but I wanted to see things through, like Nonfiction November, for example, because I feel like there's a chance that this, all of this, everything we've built here, might mean something to you. Again, I'm not quitting. I am not leaving you permanently. I'm saying that for myself as much as I'm saying it for you so that I don't get overly emotional about this. But making this announcement does give me a great opportunity to express my gratitude, because the amount of kindness and support that I've received over the years is frankly overwhelming. I started this channel with very limited expectations, knowing how the internet works, knowing the very niche types of books that I like to read, knowing how big of a personality I have always had and how that has sometimes been received. And yet this channel still thrived. You all have shown up for me. You have given me so much love. You've allowed me to influence some of the books that you read, which for me is the ultimate compliment. I've had this channel now for a good chunk of my adult life, as crazy as that is to think about. But it has changed me for the better in so many ways. Like, I don't think I would be the woman I am today without this channel, without having started this channel. So as much as I know this change is a necessary one, it doesn't make it any less hard. Like, being a booktuber for this long, it's become a part of who I am. And thinking about taking a step back from a core piece of your identity, that's challenging. But I am not going to get too torn up over thinking about that, because the title of this video is correct. This is not goodbye. I'm not quitting. I am just readjusting my commitment level to this channel to something more casual and therefore more sustainable. I don't want to get to the point of someday having to walk away from this channel, but if I am going to extend the life of this channel, then I need to make an adjustment, and that's what this is. In the meantime, though, I have posted a ton of content on this channel over the years. I think last time I saw I had something like 750 videos. It's probably more than that now. And I put my all into every single video I make. I really try to make them high quality so that they're worth watching even long after I've posted them. So while I'm away, I really do invite you to go back and watch some of my old stuff if you want other content from me and you've not seen every single video I've ever made. I will also link a playlist that I've just recently made of some of my favorite videos I've ever made in case you've missed those videos or if you just want to rewatch some of my older content. Even when I'm not posting content here to YouTube, though, I will still be keeping my Goodreads and my Storygraph up to date with what I'm currently reading. I've been tracking what I read for such a long time. I was doing it long before I had this channel, and I have no plans to stop. So following me on either one of those or even both is the best way to keep tabs on what I'm currently reading. And I also do have an Instagram. I'll probably be on there from time to time, but I don't know how much I'll be posting. But the links to all of those profiles are at the bottom of the description box below. Before I say goodbye for the next month, let me once again take the opportunity to say thank you. For whatever reason you found yourself here, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I really appreciate you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.